Welcome to Frame Dropped. I know it took us long enough, but here it is. Part 2 of the detailed explanation of every Spider-Man PS4 suit origin. So without further ado, let's go. If you haven't seen part 1, head over to the video in order to learn the origins of every Spider-Man PS4 suit up until the Stealth Big Time costume. In this video we'll start off with the Spider Armor Mark III suit. In the comics, this costume's debut was during the Ends of the Earth saga. To be more specific, in the Amazing Spider-Man number 682 in 2012. In this saga, the Sinister Six started attacking, and Peter Parker therefore used his resources at Horizon Labs to build a suit designed specifically to take out each member of the Sinister Six. So one part of it also consists of the powers of the electrically insulated suit, which is also featured in the game. Next up, the Spider-Man 2099 Black Suit. Now, believe it or not, but there's quite a controversy surrounding the true color of the suit. Yes, Marvel did it first. In the early 90s, this suit was often depicted in a bluish color, but the written text often suggested that the suit was black. Some fans believe that blue was only used back then to depict lighter shadows and often has wrongly been painted blue since then, so nobody is quite sure really. Insomniac chose a darker blue, but if we go back to the selection screen, you can see that the icon and the suit itself have different colors. Is it the lighting? Who knows? The costume first appeared in the Amazing Spider-Man number 365 in 1992 and later spawned its own comic book series, Spider-Man 2099. In this alternative universe, Miguel O'Hara is the Spider-Man of a future version of New York called Nueva York. Okay, so the next costume is the second suit in the game that had its origin in the film rather than in a comic book. The Iron Spider suit, although mainly appearing in Avengers Infinity War, first appeared at the end of Spider-Man Homecoming. Inspired by a similar suit that appeared during the Civil War saga in the comic books, the Iron Spider suit was given to Peter Parker by Tony Stark and has a couple of cool features such as mechanical spider arms. The Velocity suit is a suit that has its origin in the game itself. What I mean by that is that Insomniac designed it specifically for the game together with comic book artist Adi Granov. As the name implies, the Velocity suit is a concept of a Spider-Man costume where the focus lies on speed. There are a ton of Spider Armor suits in this game. Okay, 4. But you can see why. This shiny suit called Spider Armor Mark IV first appeared in 2015 in the Amazing Spider-Man Volume 4, Number 1. As CEO of his own company, Parker Industries, Peter designed this high-tech suit all by himself. This time without the help of Iron Man, if you were thinking that. It even has features like drones and explosive tracers. Unfortunately, this suit was later destroyed in a fight. The following costume that you unlock in the game is the Spirit Spider. Being one of the more exotic suits in the game, it also has one of the most exotic origin stories. In the Incredible Hulk's annual number 1 from 2010, Peter Parker meets a different Peter from, how could it be different, an alternative universe where Uncle Ben lived and Spider-Man became a quite popular superhero. When this version of Peter Parker was killed, he was resurrected with the help of Bruce Banner, who is none other than the Sorcerer Supreme in this universe, and was reborn as the Ghost Spider. You can't write that stuff. Up next, the Spider-Man 2099 White Suit. Like its black, or was it blue, counterpart, this costume belongs to Miguel O'Hara, the Spider-Man of the future. The difference is that this suit was actually created with the help of Parker Industries, after Miguel had stranded in the present day. The white 2099 suit first appeared in Spider-Man 2099 Volume 3, Number 1, in the actual year of 2015. One of my favorite suits is the next one, the vintage comic book suit. The official version is that this suit is exactly what it says it is, a cel-shaded vintage comic book suit. But if that description isn't enough for you, hear my theory out. Brian Intihar, the creative director of the game, stated that the Ultimate Spider-Man series from the early 2000s was a great source of inspiration for the game, because of its accurate depiction of a modern-age Spider-Man. This series spawned a game in 2004, which also had a cel-shaded style that seems stunningly similar to the design of this suit. Okay, so this is the last standard suit that you can unlock by normal progression in the game. It's called the Last Stand suit. This one originated in the Amazing Spider-Man number 500 in 2003. If you think that a Spider-Man wearing jeans and a jacket isn't enough to warrant another alternative universe, you're absolutely wrong. In this universe, Spider-Man killed his enemy Kraven the Hunter and is therefore on the run. If you think that this story deserves a happy ending, well, this Spider-Man basically fights the NYPD and gets shot in front of Aunt May's grave. The first special costume that you can unlock in the game is the Homemade suit. This is the third and final suit from the main game that comes straight out of a movie. With appearances in Captain America Civil War and Spider-Man Homecoming, this suit is Peter Parker's own attempt at creating a Spider-Man costume after Tony Stark took away the more sophisticated one. Our next suit is the Antioxidant suit. This costume is another creation from Insomniac that was designed just for the game. The color scheme is similar to the Spider Armor Mark II, but Peter built this suit specifically in order to fight Doc Ock. The Dark suit was created to match Deadpool's costume in Spider-Man Deadpool number 8 in 2016. After being killed by Deadpool, who was supposed to kill Peter Parker but didn't know that he and Spider-Man are the same person, Peter Parker met Mephisto and was resurrected yet again. In order to match his mood, Peter built the Dark suit. The second to last suit in the game is the ESU Suit. This suit, consisting of a casual outfit with an Empire State University t-shirt and of course a Spider-Man mask, can only be obtained by finding all 50 secret photo locations in the game. The ESU Suit is a special suit that is exclusive to the game. Speaking of special suits that are exclusive to the game, here is our last suit that can be unlocked in the main game, simply called Undies. As the name suggests, this costume features Peter Parker dressed in nothing more than a Spider-Man mask and signature Spider-Man underwear. This special suit can only be obtained by basically completing 100% of all objectives in the game. And here's a quick little extra. If you zoom in real close, you can see that Peter Parker literally has 3 chest hairs. Thank you for watching our video. Tell us what your favorite suit is in the comments below, and if you would like to see more videos such as the origins of the new DLC suits maybe, make sure to like and subscribe. See you next time!